Hello, I'm Kim Bauer. I'm a professor at Sheffield Hallam University and one of the experts in the ADiBE Project. I've worked with a range of schools and teachers where part of the curriculum is taught through CLIL, including those who serve a very diverse community. And this video presents these teachers' experiences of feedback that has helped them to progress the learning of each individual learner. To gather information for feedback in their planning and teaching, these teachers routinely make time for reflection rather than telling students what is wrong or giving instant correction. They intentionally allow students to get stuck and avoid always jumping to their aid. They help students to develop the skills needed to ask for help and foster an environment which encourages them to do so. They routinely move away from always giving a mark or a grade. And they plan for learning conversations and help students develop the skills that they need for these learning conversations. These strategies encourage learners to reach the next step towards their learning goals. There's a focus on the qualities of individual student work with clear indications for improvement and opportunities for reflection. They avoid comparison with other learners. Careful questioning by the teacher will provide opportunities for all learners to express their ideas and deepen their understanding. Examples of this kind of open questioning that teachers have found helpful include: how can we be sure that? What's the same and what's different about? Is it ever or always true or false that? How would you explain? Why is this important? What language would help you express this more clearly? Question and answer techniques that teachers have found helpful include use of wait time to allow learners time to think through answers, use of pair or groups to discuss thinking in response to questioning so that individuals are not pressurised, and the use of mini whiteboards to show individual, pair and group answers. These teachers routinely ask themselves, how does this feedback help me to evaluate my lesson, and how will I adapt my teaching to meet individual needs? Mentoring learning, rather than the learner, is about enabling all learners to engage in learning conversations, to talk more effectively about their own learning, and to realise how they can take greater ownership of that learning. So about learner self and voice. In learning partnerships, teachers interact with students by asking the kind of challenging questions about learning that we've been talking about. And this makes learning more visible or explicit. What I've seen working particularly well is where teachers have regular learning conversations in which discussions followed by actions focus on how to use co-created criteria for peer and self-assessment, why it's important to become an independent learner, and how to push forward in each unit of work with something that the learners can be really proud of achieving. And where discussions focus on all individuals setting some of their own learning goals, even the newcomers with limited language skills.